Howdy, folks. I'm Brian,
I'm Amber.
and here's some Reddit. Welcome to the one and only channel where you see the king of the jerks read about jerks.
What are you, the king of the jerks?
I must be the king of the jerks. I mean, look, folks, I sit up here every single day passing judgment upon those who, without asking, and giving unsolicited advice every day. I think that qualifies as the king of the jerks.
Does that mean you're a jerk yourself, or you just lord over the jerks?
Both? I don't know. What do you folks think?
You're not a jerk. I vote Brian not the jerk.
Amber votes that I am not the jerk. Well, folks, my fate is in your hands. Our first story is titled, "Am I a Jerk for Calling My Baby's Mother Petty for Not Letting Me Be in the Delivery Room?" My ex and I were engaged but broke it off early into her pregnancy. We had a lot of issues, but our breakup was precipitated by her catching me sending naughty messages to people behind her back and a couple of flings. Just a couple. Overall, we have kept it amicable through her pregnancy, but I definitely wouldn't call us friends. I wonder why. OP. Why ever do you think that this could possibly be? I called to check on her since she is due in the next couple of months and asked her what the plan for delivery was. I guess I assumed that I would be in the room when the baby was born. She told me due to COVID precautions, she is only allowed to have one person with her while she's in the hospital, and she's going to have her best friend with her that I could meet once the baby gets home. I got angry and told her that this was petty and vindictive, not to allow me in the room to witness our child's birth. She snapped back and told me that she needs someone who can bring her comfort and she can be vulnerable with, and that's not me. Am I the jerk for calling her petty in this situation? Edited to add, since there have been questions in the comments. Yes, I cheated on her. Yes, some of it was before she was pregnant. She broke it off because she caught me sending naughty messages while we were laying in bed one night and then found all of the other stuff. We ended on the note that we would try to be friends for the baby. We were going to go to counseling and see if we could fix things and work it out for the baby, but then she caught me in a lie, not cheating again, but related to lying to minimize her hurt due to what I had done. And she cut me off completely, other than giving me updates after each appointment and inviting me to the 3D ultrasound. It's been entirely her choice not to be friends. Her best friend hasn't even been around for her pregnancy since she's been traveling for work. She's only coming back now to help with labor and recovery and leaving again. Last, part of why I feel it's pettiness motivating her choice is that she's using COVID as a reason to keep me and my family from meeting the baby. She told me that she thinks only my parents should meet her until she gets a bit older and wants them to wear masks. Horror of horrors. But she is still working as a nurse and getting exposed to COVID daily, so how is it really that much of a concern to her? I feel like it's about control over the baby. What do you folks think?
Giant jerk.
Do you think this is about control?
No.
Amber says no. She's very passionate about this one. OP. So, your wife is a nurse, and so you think she is being unreasonable by minimizing the number of contacts that her baby will be exposed to? Here's the thing. She's putting her life on the line on the regular basis, but she's probably also vaccinated, and she's probably also wearing a mask every single day. For you to be like, well, she's not doing enough to protect her baby by not quitting her job in a time that's arguably very hard on people like her, and she's going out of her way. I'm sure she would love to take a vacation and not be around sick people all day. And then you, on top of this, playing this whole victim game, like, oh, I am the person being victimized here, even though I cheated on her multiple times and had flings, and we were still going to try working things out, but then I had to lie some more. The thing is, like, you just kind of proved to her over and over again that you weren't a trustworthy person. I do understand the desire to be there for your child being born. I really do. But I don't think that she's doing this to spite you. And that's really what this reads to me. It reads to me like you are just upset that she's going to be able to have a lot more say and control over your child when they're born. And, the thing is that I really feel like you kind of made your bed here, OP. I feel like you made some very poor decisions in life, and you're going to reap what you sowed here. And that's unfortunate, but, actions have consequences sometimes. So, honestly, I don't feel like this is out of spite. I don't know her side of the story, but even, from the biased point of view that you're providing here, not that I'm saying that you're an entirely biased individual, but from this perspective, I just feel like your, former girlfriend is doing what she can to protect your child, and she just doesn't want them exposed to unnecessary levels of COVID, and she also wants someone in the delivery room who she can trust and be vulnerable with, and she said that you aren't that person. So yeah, anyhow, take care and good luck. You're the jerk. Giving birth is an incredibly difficult process, so she has the right to focus on her comfort first. Really, I'm surprised she is even offering to let you see the child. I know many women that if they were pregnant and their partner cheated on them, then their father wouldn't see anything but a court date for child support. You should be grateful she is being as civil as she is. I love how they broke up because she caught him cheating, not because he was cheating. Ha 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 ha. You're the jerk. You don't get to watch the baby be born when you cheated on your baby's mother. You have to be insane to think that you've maintained that privilege. I cannot imagine the mental gymnastics that you're going through to actually think that your ex is being petty for not choosing you to support her during labor instead of someone who actually cares about her. Our next letter is titled, Am I a Jerk for Not Killing a Spider for My Girlfriend on Her Birthday? This kind of reads like the girlfriend wants a spider sacrifice for her birthday. When Amber was first telling me about this story, I was like, is this some kind of ritual ceremony for spider killing on birthdays? That's what went through my mind. This is pretty twisted. It's the morning of my girlfriend's birthday, a 26-year-old female. I'm a 27-year-old male, and I've gotten in trouble in the past for not planning things around important dates, so the night before, I baked an intricate cake, wrapped a nice gift that I got months prior that I knew she would love, and booked a history bicycle tour, with matching t-shirts to boot, scheduled for 10:30 a.m. All boxes are checked. I feel good about it, and I'm kind of excited, but I still have my guard up because I always fall short on big dates, Valentine's Day in particular. Cut to 10:04 a.m. I've hooked up the bike rack to my car, which is a contraption of what was once a bike rack, but is now a combination of knots and bungee cords on the carcass of a bike rack. It's frustrating, but functional. I'm currently dripping in sweat, with a little hand pump. In the sun, rigorously pumping out completely flat, neglected bike tires. It takes 20 minutes to get there. I'd like to be there 15 minutes early for parking and to exchange pleasantries with fellow riders and get t-shirts, etc. If we leave right now, we'll miss the pleasantries and just make it in time to take off. Now I will try to remember the dialogue as accurately as possible. My girlfriend comes out the back door and goes, Greg! I've already kind of knew where this was going because we've had some more spiders in the house lately, and I'm currently pumping tires. Yeah? There are spiders! I don't know why I've made her voice like this. I'm sorry, honey. I really can't kill them right now. I'll kill them when I get back. They don't move during the day. Please, we have to leave now. I'll load and strap the bikes to the rack and get in the car. If we leave now, we'll get there at 10:30, not including parking. She starts to internally scream, stomp her feet, and pace back and forth in and out of the house. I make it clear that I am not leaving the car to kill spiders. She makes it clear that she's not leaving until the spiders are killed. A standoff ensues. I sit in the car for about 5 minutes, which, if you all will be aware, is less than the amount of time it would have taken to dispose of the spiders. She stands about 10 feet in front of it, drilling holes in the side of my head. I avoid eye contact. I can hear her yelling and screaming whenever she goes back inside. After 5 minutes, I curse under my breath and drive off, but immediately feel bad, so I pull a U-turn and drive back. I lightly honk because I hate loud, long honkers. She won't get in, so then I drive off for good and leave her directions on the way. Boyfriend of the year, folks. Boyfriend of the year. We were about to meet up at the group's first stop. We didn't like each other for several hours of the day, but we were able to pseudo make up for the evening. She's really shaking and calling me a jerk for the rest of the day, and I did feel like a jerk. If I would have just taken deep breaths, swallowed my pride, and killed the things, they would have saved us a lot of trouble, but I couldn't do that for some reason, and I didn't feel like it had to come to that, and I was flabbergasted that spiders were controlling my life and ruining my day. Am I the jerk? Edit, I should add that she does have arachnophobia, undiagnosed, but pretty obvious. I'm gonna have to say that you're probably the jerk in this situation, but also, don't kill spiders. Bring them outside and let them have a nice life. Don't kill spiders. They're great. They take care of bugs around your house. Even if your girlfriend wants you to kill them, just put them in the neighbor's backyard or something like that. Let them live free, roam, and hunt. That's my opinion. But the thing is this. It seems like you are aware that you're the jerk in this situation. It seems like you have no doubt in your mind that you're the jerk in this situation. So why, Greg, are you asking Reddit about this? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, what do you folks think? Do you think that this person is intimately aware that they're the jerk in the situation? Seems like to me that they know this. So yeah, I mean, you know it. Everyone else knows it. Your girlfriend knows it. It's really not a hard thing. Are you just here to flog yourself with your transgressions or something like that? Put them out there? So yeah, the thing is, again, you took 10 minutes. You took 10 minutes to wait for her to get into the car instead of just taking the 2 minutes it would have taken to get rid of the spiders. I understand your frustration in this situation. Yeah, it feels like the spiders are controlling your life. And that can be a really frustrating thing, but you didn't save any time or energy or effort by doing this. And I think you were even aware that that's the case here. So I feel for you, but potentially also your girlfriend maybe should seek therapy about this thing that's kind of controlling her life. I mean, fears, especially these type of phobias, I think that in some cases, therapy can help with them. I'm not sure exactly how that is, how successful it is. And, someone might be able to help her work through these and make her have, be a little bit better equipped with dealing with spiders in the house, because there's going to come a day when, you aren't around, potentially, maybe you're out of town, and she's going to have to deal with spiders on her own. And what is she going to do in that case? Is she going to leave the house and find somewhere else to live while you're gone? So this really seems like a recipe kind of for disaster in the future. So I would definitely say that she should probably figure out how to better deal with this situation in the future. But again, I think everyone, including yourself, are aware that you're the jerk here. So anyhow, take care and good luck. You're the jerk. There's a lot to unpack here, and without knowing more about your relationship, who knows what weird complexities led to this moment. Based on the information you provided, you're both extremely childish and value your personal pride more than each other's happiness or your own happiness. But you're the bigger jerk because the request wasn't unreasonable and it was her birthday. It seems like in all your prepping and planning, you forgot that the point of all of this work was to plan a nice birthday for your girlfriend. Exactly. If I planned a nice dinner out for my wife's birthday, but she wanted to stay home and order Chinese, the first thing I would be asking is how many orders of crab ragoon she wanted, because it's about doing what she wants to do. And she does the same for me on my birthday. So if your girlfriend says she's fine with being another minute or two late in order for you to go get the spider, then that's what you should do. And your reasoning is that the spider won't move at all by the time you come back. I assume the bike trip was at least a few hours, so this seems ridiculous. You're running late, so other than taking 30 seconds to go inside real quick and attend to the spider, you decided to wait 10 to 20 minutes sitting in the driveway before leaving without her. What a pathetic picture you two must have made. You stewing in the car, too proud to get out, and her pacing back and forth and yelling at you. The spider didn't ruin the day, you did. Well put. Well put. Edit after OP's edit. And I don't know many arachnophobes that would be okay with this mindset about the spiders will be right where we left them when we get back. Arachnophobia isn't just a fear of spiders. It's a crippling, obsessive fear, like you wouldn't be able to leave the house knowing it was there because it would be all you would think about while you were gone. And you wouldn't be able to enjoy your day. And hey, wait a minute. You're the jerk. All she wanted was for you to take 2 minutes and kill the spider, but you were too proud to do it. And then you left without her on her birthday. Seriously, you're lucky she joined you. Personally, I wouldn't have. The spider didn't ruin anything, you did. You need to grow up. If you had just killed the spider, you would have left on time and she would have been happy on her birthday. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider giving me a like. If you didn't, consider giving me a dislike. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.